Hi, Sarah Mack here from withsarahmack.com, and I have a special treat for you today. It is Libra season, and I've actually gone and designed some money mindset alignment journaling prompts for you for the season to help you make more money, be more abundant, break some of those toxic, unhelpful patterns, and basically take it to the next level in your relationship with money. So what we have upcoming, and this is a unique time in my life because it's the first time I've lived somewhere that doesn't really have fall or autumn. I've just moved from the East Coast in New York to the West Coast in LA. It's the first time I've lived in like a deserty place where it's always warm and sunny. It's very nice. It's very exciting. It's very different to anything I've experienced before environment-wise. They're still doing the whole pumpkin thing that everyone really is into in autumn. But I'm curious to see how this pans out for me because it's like the weather hasn't changed that much. I'm not wearing jumpers. I'm still in t-shirts. It's definitely dropped a couple degrees. Anyway, let's dive in. I'm sure elsewhere in the world, wherever you're listening to, you might be starting to get all cozy, spending more time inside, like back to school vibes are turning into cozying away with a book, getting into some writing projects, which to be honest, I'm getting into even though it's still beautiful sunshine outside most days. And we do have a solar eclipse and a new moon in Libra coming up on October 14th. And this is apparently we can expect major out of the blue shifts, particularly related to one-on-one relationships, to beauty and money, because Libra is ruled by Venus. So these are very Libran and Venusian themes, which is so juicy to be looking at our relationship with money around. So Venus is the planet of relationships, of beauty, art, money, and value. So wherever Libra is in your chart, pay attention, like have a look. I have Libra in the second house, which is my house of money and finances. So this is like supercharged for me. And Libra is all about, fairness and balance, but also like being ambitious and diving into projects and creating really beautiful things in the world. So it can also bring up issues of injustice and imbalance that must be addressed in our personal lives, yes, but also in the world. So here's the vibe that I invite you to marinate on when you are considering your relationship with money in Libra season. Assert yourself and be fair. Like that's really, I'm sure a lot of you will resonate with this. Like it always has to feel fair for me in any type of financial exchange. And I've honestly had to do so much freaking money mindset work around that to recognize that I'm extremely freaking valuable. My work is of massive value in the world. And it is fair for me to charge thousands of dollars for, the very real change that my clients go on to receive as a result of my work. But I had to do the lists. If you've worked with me or you've had this exercise from another coach of like literally sitting your butt down and writing out 50 to 100 reasons why when somebody works with you, it's extraordinarily valuable for them. Like I had to do that work, it has to be done. We have to train ourselves to think like that when the culture has trained us to think that we're completely valueless. So if I wasn't laughing, I'd be crying. So be fair, be decisive, right? Like make a decision, any decision. And this comes with, as the antidote to people pleasing, right? Like throwing your plans out the window when someone else has a problem or some drama that they want you to support them with, or somebody else wants a favor or is taking you for granted, or you have to give to everybody else before yourself. Make decisions and stick to decisions. And obviously it's really an art to make decisions that truly work for you and truly are supportive and not creating more stress and burdens. So pay attention to that conversation for yourself in this coming season. So yeah, really stop people pleasing. This is a major, major theme. And have good judgment, don't stretch yourself too thin. Maybe pull back from some projects. I'm already going through this. I already got the back to school. Like I am feeling so revved up. Started working with some new mentors. like all guns, well, I don't like the term guns blazing, but fire blazing on many projects that I'm super excited about. And then I got sick and had to, I was forced to really reprioritize. So don't get sick. It rarely happens to me, but because we've just moved, definitely, my system was already kind of stretched a little bit from this summer. So how does Libra interact with money? A Libra is a great money manager. Governed by Venus, it's the planet of love and luxury. So there can be a tendency to indulge in extravagance, but also keeping that balance, right? Making sure there's enough money in emergency funds and knowing how to budget to get enjoyment out of life. It's not just about stashing the cash. It's not about splurging it all. It's about finding that balance in the middle. So some of the themes that we're going to dive into are relationships, are justice, are, what I just mentioned about money management and enjoyment and seeing where we are on the scale around that, and focus and decisiveness. So grab a pen and pay attention to what comes up for you. I will post these prompts on my blog at withsarahmac.com if you want to go and see them written out there to journal on later. Hi loves, I wanted to let you know that I made a special free gift just for you. It's called the Cash Injection Ritual, and it's my 3-step method that you can use to create extra cash sales starting today. I used to suck at making consistent money, and I believed I would never be good at sales because I refused to do anything that feels out of integrity. Then I discovered the powerful mindset shifts I'm about to share with you, and I implemented this cash injection ritual to double my income 3 years in a row, making it to 6 figures in my dream coaching business. Now I'm so effing excited to share this work with you so you can start receiving the money you so deserve. So click the link in the description or go to withsarahmac.com and you can download the cash injection ritual from the freebies menu at the top of my page. Please remember to share your celebrations with me when the extra sales and cash starts to roll in. Before we get back to the episode, I have something exciting to tell you about. There were a couple of key things that changed everything in my life as an entrepreneur that allowed me to bring in 6 figures while working half as many hours and having more fun than ever before in my business. It was money mindset work around how I was doing business, combined with getting good at sharing strategic sales content online. I know you know that this is your year to start hitting your 10K month income goal and living the life of creative freedom and fulfillment you have been dreaming about. You're ready to be consistently attracting total dream soulmate clients through the creative content you're sharing on social media, and you want to be reaching more people, charging higher rates, and working much less. So I'm very excited to invite you to join me in Freedom Club, my mastermind, where you'll receive tailored high-level support to master the skills that will create your dream life and 6-figure dream business starting now. With focused weekly trainings and coaching calls to find the clarity on your content that's going to make you the most money, to design a simple, fun launch strategy you'll enjoy following through on, plus daily support and feedback from me in the Voxer chat, you'll find that sweet spot in your business where you're the most confident in your work, having the most fun, and making the most money. Go to withsarahmac.com/freedom club to apply now. Now let's get back to the episode. So first thing, I invite you to check in with yourself. Am I balancing smart financial decisions to provide for my future and enjoying my money in the present? So which end of the balance do you lean more towards? Do you kind of like shift between the two? Do you have a tendency to more towards one over the other? And this isn't about, trying to overhaul your entire financial well-being in the next few weeks. So just where you are right now, identify one action that you can take to feel more even with the way that you're using and enjoying your money. So here's an example. This is something I did recently, setting up an auto deposit into a savings account. Or maybe, you already have all of that stuff down and you're in a good routine around that and you haven't taken yourself out for a while. And it doesn't have to be a big splurge. You can take yourself out for ice cream, if you've been counting your pennies and not having any fun lately. So justice. I love this one. One way to feel really good about making more money is doing good things with it. So if you haven't already done this, decide on a percentage of your income that you are going to give to your favorite causes. Or maybe there's a cause that's been on your mind that it would feel really good to send some money to. And notice your mind chatter that comes up around not having enough. And remember that every little helps, even a few dollars here and there. And by donating, you are really proving to your mind that you are in fact more abundant than maybe you've been telling yourself. I love this one. So next, obviously Libra is all about relationships, and relationships have everything to do with money. So do a relationship inventory for energy leaks. So just write down the names of the main people you interact with day to day. And these can also be people that are taking up headspace for you, like family members, even if you're not seeing them regularly. Or you're like going on and on and on about them in therapy. They're present, right? So give each relationship a score out of 10 for how fulfilling it feels. 10 when you feel so full and nourished whenever you think of or interact with that person, and 1 when you feel, or 0 if you feel totally drained, stressed out, triggered, or disempowered in your relationship with this person. And then simply decide what you want to do with this insight, right? Is it time to have a hard conversation that you've been putting off, setting a boundary, speaking your truth, clearing the air about something, asking for something that you need? Or is it time to politely decline invitations from certain people for the near future while you focus on your priorities? Or maybe it's time to schedule some time with your best friends that you haven't seen in a while and do something really fun and uplifting. So yeah, like I mentioned, letting go of people pleasing is a big Libra theme. So just check in around that. What would be a step in a better direction? And what would that look like around any particular relationships where you do tend to get sucked into people pleasing tendencies? Our last theme is focus and decisiveness, which, really goes hand in hand with putting boundaries and ending people pleasing and energy leaks, right? Energy leaks lead to money leaks. So are you clear on your financial goals? And I just did a post about this. I love my post-it note strategy that got me to my first 6-figure year from literally charging $15 an hour as a writer. And I just stuck my income goal on my post-it note. It went from like $30 an hour all the way up to right now I have 30K months written on my laptop. Do it. Write it on a post-it note. Stick it down. Pick a number. It doesn't matter. You don't need to overthink it. What would you be so freaking happy if that's what you were making? And do you have a clear plan of action that feels fair to you and all involved? Because fairness is a huge theme of Libra, right? It's the balance of the scales. So notice any mind chatter that comes up around hidden guilt or not feeling worthy of the abundance that you desire. So write down your goal. What is a clear, simple plan to reach it that feels fun and achievable? And please, don't skip over this part. Adjust it until it feels fun. Because if you're setting out a big plan for yourself where you're like, well, in order to create this much money, surely I need to kill myself on the way there, it's never going to happen, right? Because we won't allow it. So you have to find a plan that, number 1, you believe is possible. And number 2, you actually want to follow through on. And then I love this next part of this prompt. How does reaching your goal benefit your community? And write down all the ways that will benefit, obviously your immediate community, your family, your friends, your the community of people that you identify with, and the global community. Actually identify those things, because it shifts something inside of us when we know that it's right and good to make more money and to receive the things that we desire. So if you love this, if you've had some breakthroughs and some insights that have come through for you in looking at these areas of your relationship with money, and you're thinking, oh my God, how cool would it be to have tailored guidance to really shift the unique ways that you tend to sabotage your relationship with money so that your money drama can get out of the way and the money and the clients and the opportunities can start to show up for you. And this is exactly what I'm offering inside my newest offer, which is the Soulmate Client Astromind. And I'm also going to be sharing, based on your astrology chart, tailored guidance on messaging that's unique to you. So content prompts to help pull out your story and really highlight the strengths and challenges that you embody that your soulmate client needs to know about to confidently invest in you as their mentor, while looking at all of the different ways that, the different aspects that are interacting with your relationship with money, and giving you tailored prompts to really focus on cleaning that up behind the scenes so that that money resistance isn't getting in the way of you showing up and taking action to make the money that you are so capable of making in your business. When you do this work around really elevating your messaging, really getting clear on the storytelling, you become irreplaceable and you become invaluable to your ideal client community, your soulmate client community. So if you're looking for consistent sales at higher ticket price points, from 1K to 10K and up, then the Soulmate Client Astromind really is the place to embody that skill set in a straightforward, individualized, and super, super fun way. I'll be there to support you to develop your messaging, your content pieces, support you through the money mindset stuff, get these habits going so that you're building momentum so that you can earn more and more and more money in fun ways that are aligned, that you're genuinely excited to follow through on. So the Astromind is all about using astrology to book dream clients through authentic storytelling. It's a 12-week mastermind for creative entrepreneurs. And you can actually, when you jump in now, there are some super exciting early enrollment bonuses. So definitely DM me to find out what those are at Creative Magic Club on Instagram. And please leave a review and tell me what came up for you in these Libra money alignment journaling prompts. I would love to know. And if you love this, stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing more content like this on the podcast. So thank you so much for being here. Please share this with anyone else who you know would love it. And let me know how it's going. Okay, have a good week. Bye. For more inspirational content, head over to my website withsarahmac.com and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing.